Jeez, look at that, 90.8. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? A couple days ago, I said, my body's gonna drop some weight eventually in a couple of days. I know it is because I'm sticking to the deficit. Yesterday, dropped down to 91.4. Step on the scale today, dropped to 90.8. What do you think about that? That my cut's getting more successfully than yours.
That's such an unfair thing to say.
Why?
Because the first chunk of weight that you lose is easier than the last chunk of weight that you lose.
I've lost like 8 kilos. I'm way past losing water and...
Relatively, I've lost the same amount as you, I reckon.
Really?
I started at like 66 and now I'm at 60. So don't piss me off.
It's not a competition, darling.
Well, what did you
Started
just
it
say? Literally started it off.
I was having a
Fuck
laugh,
off.
mate.
No, because I'm feeling really touchy today, actually.
I wonder why. Time of the month.
Mother Nature takes its toll.
What's going on today? I've got legs, I've got extremely fluffy hair. You're not subscribed to the channel, I heard.
Yeah, I don't know
So
why
literally
you
just-
wouldn't subscribe.
It's just a button down there.
Yeah, it's literally so easy.
Literally just there.
It's really easy and also really lovely.
Yeah, it's quite nice of you to do. We've got a leg day today. It's going to be quite, I was going to say quite interesting. It's probably going to be fucking boring as shit, mate. But we're going to get breakfast cooking. It's going to be a good day. We're going to make it a good day. I can't really be asked to train legs too much, but I'm going to go in there and still, you know, have a good time.
Yeah, this smells gross.
It smells like chocolate, whey, feet, disgusting protein shake that's well overdue to go in the bin. Alright, in a bit. We ran into a small problem. We ran out of bagel thins, so I've only got one bagel thin and 2 pieces of low carb bread. Bagel thin with Nutella. Toast with jam and a little bit of Nutella as well, because it was like on the fork. Wow, that's breakfast with some turkey rashers. I love it. The sad truth is, I've turned into a gym bro. I just have. I love a push day. I love arms. It's just like, over time, I used to be like a power lifter, high body fat, like just squats. Didn't like the bench press, like deadlifts, but like most of the year was my squat. It was squats that I wanted to do. And nowadays, all I can think about is like my next chest and shoulder pump. Is that like the evolution of somebody that trains, or is that the devolution? Is it bad or is it good? You let me know. It just sort of is what it is. I was also thinking, I was like, I want to go back into bench pressing, so I'm gonna cut right now. And as I get into, as I finish the cut, right, and I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go into like a nice solid slow game. I was thinking, I want to bench press because I want to bench that 200 kilos, maybe bench 220. Like we'll see what happens, right? But I want to bench something, and I was like. I asked the owner of the gym that I go to now, and I was like, can I bring a bench in? Because I like benching with the fat pad. He was like, no, really upset me. So I was like, okay. So I really enjoy that gym, and I really enjoy the equipment, like for push days, especially like the lateral raise machine, chest flies and everything. I was like, it'll be really good to just be able to do a push day in there and bench. Can't bring a bench in there, so I can't bench press, like barbell bench press. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is just swallow my pride and just go back to the other gym for push, and then do pull and legs in the gym that I go to now. It's a shame, because I don't want to do that, but I want to have to, because I can't get the bench in there. If I can't get a bench in there, I'm not benching on those regular benches. They're not, number one, they're slippery, number two, they're thin, number three, like thin as in like thin like this way, but also thin this way. So when I lay down, my shoulders and my back are half spilling off the bench. The unracking position is terrible. I just wanted to bench on a normal bench, but I can't. It's really upset me, mate. Anyways, that's when we get to the bulk. Right now that we're cutting, everything's sweet. I'm not benching, I'm just doing the machine press. And I think that machine press, doing a bit of bodybuilding training with that machine press, it's done a lot. It's done wonders for like my pec development. So I'm really happy about that. But realistically, there's nothing like going to the gym and just fucking smashing some weights around. Like benching, deadlifting, there's nothing like it, mate. So I'm gonna get back into that when we get into the bulk. As soon as I decide like, okay, I'm gonna up my calories, boom, back into that gym, doing push. With the bench press. Gonna bench 200 kilos. It should be easy now. I hit 190, but now if I do a good, like, slow push, like in terms of calories, bring me my money. Let's go. 200 kilo bench, at least, is the goal. Alright, I'm gonna go for a poop. I've become fully addicted to chewing gum. Like, I've actually, like yesterday, my jaw was completely sore.
This guy plays video games.
Yeah, okay, listen. I know I said you shouldn't chew with your mouth open, right? But I don't know about you guys, but when I'm playing video games, when I've got the headset on, I've got Maxi Lift screaming in my ear. I got Rocket League music blasting in my ears as well. And then I've got all of the, like, do you know what I mean? All the chaos of the game happening. There's just no way I'm even aware of what's going on. I'm like sitting there hunched over, my neck hurts because I'm like this over the controller. I'm trying to like destroy kids. I'm sweating, I'm screaming. So I'm not surprised that when I play video games and I got all of that going on, I'm also going, because at that point I might as well just be a mouth breathing ape. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a human. I'm literally just like some sort of primal instinct. Like I said, it's like being hunched over a meal, right? You're just like hunched over playing video games, screaming at max, like that's just how it is. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is I'm addicted to chewing gum. I've got whole ass thing in my pocket of gum. I'm just gonna keep chewing, especially this one. This tastes really nice. Like mint is nice, but it sort of loses its magic, I think, for me. But this bubble mint, it's like bubble gum and mint. It's just lovely, mate. Anyways, we're gonna get some pre-workouts into the gym, and we forgot. So Lucy's gone grab. I'm stuttering because I'm cracked. Lucy's gone and grabbed them because basically in that gym we stock Overdrive. As well as online, so anybody that's in that gym can just go behind the counter, grab a tub, grab a sample, whatever, try it. So yeah, Lucy's gonna do that. We're gonna go lift in a bit. Yo, aim of the game on the leg day is to have an enjoyable session. So I'm warming up here using this machine, and the hack squat, no, it's not hack squat, it's a fucking belt squat, Dave. It's a belt squat. So that's what I'm using, warming up here. And I noticed that it's not letting me go as low as usual, and I didn't know how to fix it at the time. And Lucy said that you can adjust it apparently, and I was looking and I couldn't find it, mate. So it's basically just sticking to that. And I'm looking here, I'm moving at light speed. I was so incredibly cracked, by the way. Overdrive, it hit me like a million ton of bricks, and I was just cracked. Like, I was chewing that gum and I was moving at light speed, and in retrospect, I should be moving these reps like a lot more controlled, a lot slower. And also because of the machine not letting me go down as deep, I was sort of doing more of a glute, hip, hamstring dominant squat than I was an actual squat for my quads. You can see I'm like not getting as much knee extension as I should be, because if I were to get a lot more knee extension, I would have to go a lot lower, and then it would stop me and I would hit the floor. So I just made do with what I could do. I did 3 sets of 20. Close to failure, not too complete failure, because I don't want to burn myself out for my other sessions. In my eyes, I've got more important things to worry about. I've got my push day and my pull day to worry about and recover for, and especially now that I'm on lower calories, it's going to be a lot more difficult to recover from anything. So and especially legs, like legs are a huge muscle group. And I've told you guys about this before, but I'm trying to prioritize my upper body. My lower body, you can see, like, even just in that video, like, my legs look pretty meaty, but my upper body just looks pretty measly. Like, I know, I might sound delusional to you, but I'm thinking in bodybuilding terms, right? I'm thinking in like stepping on stage, like what's gonna be standing out. Like, my legs are gonna look massive, and my upper body is just not gonna be up to scratch, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. So I only did 3 sets of that. If I was trying to, actually grow it, I would do probably 4-5 sets and actually take it to failure, maybe do a drop set, really just burn my quads off on these squats, but taking it easy. And this machine's really enjoyable, but like I said, the fucking hook. Anyways, I moved on to doing hamstring curls, which I did 4 sets of. The first set was like, I treated it like a top set on my hamstring curls, so I went all out to failure, right? Like, I actually want to grow my hamstrings a little bit. My quads are big, but my hamstrings could do with a bit of work, so I actually do put some effort into doing hamstrings. And I did 4 sets, the first set being an absolute all-out set to failure. I'm pretty sure that was a PR as well, which I don't know how I pulled that out of the bag. Maybe because I'm moving through the reps really quickly, actually, now that I look back at it. But like I said, I was too cracked. 4 sets. What I think about on the hamstring curls is really just like not doing anything apart from like feeling that pad on the inside, like of my leg, right? And just really trying to pull, and not like swing or jerk. But it does get a bit jerky sometimes, but that's what I think about. I try to just keep it in the muscle, but obviously the more fatigued you get, the deeper into the set you get, the harder it is to maintain good technique. But my hamstrings are actually looking alright, Like, I've always struggled with hamstring development, and ever since just like spamming hamstrings and actually focusing on hamstrings, like isolating them instead of just doing like deadlifts and hoping for the best and RDLs and hoping for the best, actually getting a nice good pump and contraction and squeeze and stretch on the hamstring curl helps. So 4 sets of that, and then I moved on to doing leg extensions, which is like, that's it, that's my complete leg day. It's just 3 exercises. And on a leg extension, I did 3 sets between 10 and 12. I actually went quite heavy because I figured out putting the seat way further back, way further back, allows me to get a better contraction and a better stretch on my quads. And I was able to use more weight, and I was like, wow, this is actually fantastic. So it felt way better than anything else. I sort of imitated the setup of the other machine because the other machine was taken, and I was like, oh wow, this machine's also good. I just wasn't staying upright. So you can always learn something new in the gym, even if you've been training for like nearly a decade. But that's that. Post-session thoughts, better than expected, to be completely honest with you. I was expecting like a really mid-session, like I woke up so light, so like lighter again. I was like, oh, legs. And then it's gonna be difficult, but I actually had a blast. I felt strong on the squats, I felt strong on the hamstring curls, I felt strong on the leg extensions. It was overall a good session, gave it like my good effort. I only did, in total, I think I did what, 3 sets of squats into 3, maybe 4 sets of hamstring curls, I can't exactly remember now. And then I did 3 sets of leg extensions, so in total like 10 sets or something. Most of that being quads, some of that being hamstrings. But I feel like if I do more than one exercise for hamstrings, it'll be useless. The next exercise, I'm incapable of doing anything, because when I do those 4 sets of hamstrings, it's like I'd have to do a hip hinge, which I can't be asked to do because it's just my lower back just doesn't agree with it. So if I did another exercise because of the first exercise, I feel like just by like set number 2 and 3, I'm losing out on range of motion. I can't even like flex my hamstrings all the way. Do you have the same thing? So you're like, say you're like training, you do reps and reps and sets, you get so pumped, you get so almost fatigued, your hamstrings like you can't contract all the way.
Yes.
I think Jeff Nippert spoke about that.
When I like directly train hamstrings, right? You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I can bring it up halfway, but I can't bring it all the way.
And that happens after my set, and that like stays for a good while. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just do a squat, which hits like quads, hamstrings, glutes. Then I do a leg curl, and then I do a leg extension, and that's it. Like I told you guys before, like my legs are good. I don't need to do anything. I just sort of maintain them.
I don't really do hamstring curls though. To be fair, the way I just do good mornings.
Oh. Yeah, good morning's crazy.
Yeah, crazy on the hamstrings and glutes, guys.
I reckon because I nearly maxed out the machine for like sets of 15 to 20.
Yeah.
I need to move on to something else. Just complete in the gym, mate.
Good mornings are crazy.
Complete in the gym. Yeah, I'm gonna get on to something else. We're not gonna go get food at Nando's, are we?
I'm up for it.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, if you are. Nah,
I think I'm just gonna have a stir fry.
Okay.
I think it's better that I have a stir fry. I felt good yesterday having a stir fry, being able to like sit down, do some work, crack on.
Okay. We need to go to Tesco's.
We need to go to Tesco's though, yeah. So we'll see you at Tesco's, big man.
Alright, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Me and Lucy decided we're gonna have a little bit of a... We're gonna stray away from our diets today, temporarily, a little bit. We're going to have a little sweet treat. So I've got like a baked cookie dough thing. It's like a bueno dough. It's absolutely insane. I'm gonna have a little piece. It's literally so... Look at that.
Yeah. Oh. Go on. Wow. Is it good?
You kidding me? So sticky. That's crazy.
1,000 calories, by the way.
I'm gonna try my best not to finish the whole thing, but I can't promise anything.
Alright boys, I'm gonna give you the complete rundown guide on how to bulk without getting fat. We're trying to get as big as possible, as strong as possible, without getting fat, right? Because who wants to do a bulk and actually just gain a ton of fat and not muscle, right? And there's a lot of people that do it wrong, and there's a few steps that you just have to take, and you're gonna have a successful, easy, smooth, fruitful bulk, okay? Step number 1, you're gonna need to find your calories, your maintenance calories. If you don't know your maintenance calories, I recommend you go on tdecalculator.net, you type in all your stats, it's gonna spit out a number for you, you look at the maintenance calories. Now, you have to weigh yourself every single day. I would recommend that you weigh yourself in the morning, first thing after you pee, so it's consistent every single day. As you're doing that, and you're sticking to these calories, you're gonna have to weigh your food and actually track your food. I recommend you use MyFitnessPal and get yourself a food scale. There's no real excuse, like a food scale is like 8 pounds, right? And 8-9 pounds on Amazon. I'll show you the one I use on the screen, like literally the one I use and I've used for years, and it's just like so cheap, just use it, right? So you're sticking to those calories, those maintenance calories that it's put out for you. It's not gonna be accurate, most likely. And you're weighing yourself. Give it a week. How is your body reacting? Did you gain weight? Did you lose weight? What are you seeing, right? If it hasn't moved, good, those are your maintenance calories, fantastic, step done. If you've lost a bit of weight, you need to up those calories. I would up it by 200 and try it for another week. If you've gained weight, lower it by 200 calories and try for another week. You need to find your maintenance calories, it's really important, because if you're trying to do a clean bulk, you need to know exactly where you don't move in terms of weight. Find those maintenance calories, now is the time to actually start, adding in calories. Add 300 to those maintenance calories for at least a couple of weeks and see how you get on. You're still weighing yourself, you're still trying to track how your body reacts, right? You should gain a little bit, and as you're doing that, in the gym, you should be training hard, You should be sleeping like a king. You should be trying to lower stress outside of the gym as much as you can, right? I know it's not easy. I know it's not, you know, as simple as that, but you should be trying your best and sleeping well. Now, when your weight eventually stalls, you're gonna have to up your calories. Now, I see a lot of people, like, they add 300 calories initially, and then they add another 300 calories, right? Not only is it difficult to keep doing that, because you're gonna end up eating so many calories that it's gonna be difficult to adjust day to day, you should be adding 100 calories to that 300 calorie surplus that you've started, and then carrying on for at least a week or two, right? See how your body reacts. Because you're still going to be training. Muscle gain is such a slow, painful process, and even strength gain is slow to a degree. It's such a slow and painful process. You don't want to be rushing it, because you're just going to end up spilling over fat, like your chins are going to be everywhere. And what we're trying to do is just bulk, get strong, get big, build muscle, and then obviously you're going to gain fat. It's just inevitable. If you're in a surplus, you're going to gain a ratio of muscle to fat. But what we're trying to do is gain as much muscle as possible without getting as fat as we can, right? You get what I mean. So up it by 100 calories, give it a week or two, your weight's gonna stall, up it by another 100 calories, and keep going like that, right? Eventually, you're gonna end up in a situation where you look back after like 6 months or like 12 months, your bulk should be an elongated process. Like I said, muscle takes a long time to build. So you look back 6 months, and then because you've upped it by such little increments, you've gained little fat, you've gained loads of strength on your exercises, and you've definitely gained quite a bit of mass in the areas that you want to. And that's how you lean bulk. It's very simple. It's not easy. It's a simple process. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be fucking 300 pounds walking around Ronnie Coleman, right? That's that. If you found that helpful, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one, all right? Peace.